Hi, welcome to the Miarmy Quick Start video tutorial. In the following 5 video tutorial, we are going to talking about the general pipeline of the Miarmy crowd simulation. And in the first video, we are going to talking about how to convert your character rig, your Maya regular character rig, to our origin agent. And in the second video, we are going to talking about how to convert the character rig from the animation keyframes to the action file and store all of them into the inventory. And in the third video, we are going to talk about how to import these of the action file to the original agent test file. And after some of the testament, and once we make sure all of these things finds, we are going to export our original agent final production result. This is assets for later use. And in the fourth video, we are going to talk about how to use the original agent file and into our simulation. We are going to place our agents and form the crowds and add logic to them and add some of environment perception contents and then cache them and set up some render. And in the final video, we are going to talking about how to set up the render and submit to the renderer and render this simulation out. Okay, so let's get started. So in our first video, we are going to talking about how to convert your character rig to the original agent of the Miarmy. And then we store that file to the original agent test file. This is not our final original agent. It's kind of a middle file, the original agent test file. So let's get started. Let's open our Maya. You need to first download our learning material from internet and set the project at the first step. And we go to the E drive. So you can find out the QSG, then Quick Start Guide project, and select and set and click the set. Okay, when you open the scene and select the scenes here, you can see that the folder has been directly go to the content of this QSG project scenes. And let's double click the gremlin here and select the rig. Let's open that file. So you can see that this is a very regular Maya rigging file, and you can create this kind of rig from all of the tool. For example, the TSM Mixamo, or we are going to use the human IK here. There are 3 standards of this character rig. The first is that the character needed to face to the Z positive direction. So you can see that the vector here, this is a Z positive. And the second standard is that the agent needed to the one bone chain, so that it cannot be broken. So you can see that each one of the joint has a parent joint. So it cannot be broken. For example, if we click the Control G, you can see that this bone has been disconnected from this parent here. And the middle group has been created. This is not allowed in our system. So let's just click the Control Z and delete that. And the third standard is that each one of the bones don't contain the scale value. So that means please do not contain any of the scale into that bone. You need to make sure this agent is in the T pose, the default pose here. And let's get started to convert this the character rig to our original agent. The first step is you need to make sure you installed the Miarmy and go to the Miarmy toolbar and click the Miarmy ready here. And it's pretty simple. We just needed to put the root of this bone tree or more the higher node to the setup folder, and click the Miarmy, the original agent, the create original agent, and click fine tune sometimes. And now you can see that our original agent has been created. So if you satisfy the second rule and the second standard, and this is a one bone chain, so you can click and move that out. You can see that this is just a copy each one of the bone tree and then build in the new bone tree here. Control Z to resume them back. And one more thing is the character modeling. You can see that this character, the body and the shoes, has been controlled by our setup rig. So we needed to convert this control from this setup rig to original agent. And what I'm gonna do is pretty much select the two of this polygon mesh and click the Miarmy and the original agent. Click the send active geometry to original agent, and usually we need to click no. You can see that the two models has been copied and duplicated from this guy, and they put it into the geometry group. Only the model inside of the geometry group can be rendered. So they are here, and the skin weight has been copied from the setup rig to the original agent. So you can see that we can move that to original agent and rotate some of joint and test out the skinning. Something like this. Everything is fine. It's just Control Z and resume back to T pose. Control Z. Okay, this is introduction of the how to create your character rig to the original agent. Let's just save this file. Let's control and save the thing as to the OA test, because this is not the final original agent. It's kind of a middle file, so we called it this OA test file, and just click and save as and replace it. Okay, this is the first video. Thank you for watching. See you next time.